Hello future real estate moguls, welcome back to the Partner Group channel where we empower you with information and knowledge to help you make sound investment decisions as matters regarding real estate. My name is Brian Karanja and today we'll be covering a very special topic, and the topic of the day is things that you need to know or consider before investing in real estate in Kenya. Guys, before we dive into the exciting world of real estate investment in Kenya, there's some key terminologies that we need to look at. And why am I saying they're key? Because they will help us navigate the marketplace successfully. So the first terminology is capital appreciation. Probably you've come across this term while navigating the market and you don't know what it means. So basically capital appreciation means that your property actually appreciates in value over time. And this is actually a very, very important thing to note and to consider, because once you understand what capital appreciation is and how will that property appreciate in value over time, it will help you make very sound investment decisions in the long term when it comes to real estate development. Another terminology that we'll be looking at today is ROI, which stands for return on investment. So basically what this means is that it's a terminology used to measure how profitable an investment has been, or your investment has been made, be in the short term or long term. For those that missed our previous video, we did a very detailed video on how to calculate your return on investment based on the rental income that you earn from your property. And if you missed this video before, kindly click on the pop-up banner up above. So another very popular terminology that is used in the marketplace is the term off plan. And basically what the term off plan means is buying a property before it is built. We've actually done a very in-depth video regarding off-plan investment and what off-plan actually means. And for more information, kindly click on the pop-up banner above or on the link below at the comment section for you to get more information about off-plan. So guys, another very important terminology that is commonly used in the marketplace is service charge. So what does service charge mean? Service charge is a fee that is paid either by residents or tenants living in an apartment complex or in a gated community of standalone houses. And this fee is used to pay for services and maintain amenities that are being managed either by the property management company that is on board or by the residents association, either or. So some of the services that usually are covered under the service charge are security. Service charge is used to pay for security of the property, cleaning services, maintenance services if there is a garden, garbage collection services, and many other services that may be required or that are being offered in that particular development. So guys, there are also two other very important terminologies that you should be aware of. There is land rent and land rates. So kwa wale wa Kikuyu, the L, the L, it can be a bit confusing. Land rent and land rate. But let me give just a brief overview of what land rent is. Land rent basically means that it is a fee that is charged by the national government, usually in the Nairobi County, for the occupier or basically the occupier of that land. Basically, you pay land rent when the land doesn't belong to you. So for freehold titles, you will find that they don't necessarily have to pay land rent because the title is freehold. Again, if you missed our video on the difference between a leasehold title and a freehold title, kindly click on the pop-up banner up above or on the description link below to see what the difference is. Then we have another terminology called land rate. So basically what land rates are actually taxes that are imposed by, so for example here in Kenya, by the respective county governments. And it is a tax that the county government usually imposes on a particular piece of land. And of course the land rates will value in terms of the amount. Reason being, properties located in different localities will attract different land rates because of the value. So you'll find the higher the value of a particular property, the higher the land rate of that particular property. So guys, if you're thinking of investing in real estate, be it land or an apartment, there are certain documentations that you need to be aware of. So if I may just list them in any order, that would be number 1, title deed. So I'll do a brief overview of what a title deed is. Number 2, an offer letter. And number 3, a sale agreement. A title deed basically is like a birth certificate of your product. You know how your birth certificate has your name, the date and year that you were born, particulars of your parents. So basically that's what the title deed does. It's basically like a birth certificate for your land, because a title deed should have the ownership details, the names of the registered owners. Title deed should also have the particular dimensions. So for example, if you're talking about a piece of land, it should have the particular dimensions of that particular piece of land. Also on the title deed, we should be able to extract whatever rights are associated with that property. And also we should be able to see and find out whether that particular property has any encumbrances. So for example, if someone has gone and put a caveat on the property, or the property has a charge, or in other words a loan on that particular property, you should be able to extract this information from the title deed. Number 2, the offer letter. So basically what an offer letter is usually an expression of interest. So this is usually very applicable when one is investing in apartments. Once one has identified the particular apartment that you want to buy, the developer will, or the seller will give you what is called an offer letter, which is an expression of interest. And in the offer letter, what you usually tend to have are the terms of engagement. So the price between which the buyer and the seller have agreed will be outlined in the offer letter. The terms of payment will be outlined in the offer letter. And basically the particulars of the property of which that you're buying, the property that you're buying will be outlined in the offer letter. And after the offer letter, we'll go to a very, very, very crucial document, which is called the sale agreement. And the sale agreement is actually a legally binding document. So this is what binds you, the buyer, to the seller of the property. So again, the sale agreement will outline the same thing that I've mentioned, that are outlined in the offer letter. But this is the actual binding document between the buyer and the seller, and this is a document that is legally acknowledged even in a court of law. So in case of any dispute, for example, you have bought a particular piece of land and you found yourself, you the buyer and the vendor are in court, one of the very crucial documents to prove that there was a sale, an agreement of the terms and conditions of the sale that you, the buyer and the vendor agreed to, the sale agreement is a document that outlines all this. So it is a very, very crucial document. Basically, it is a proof of ownership. Before you get to the title deed, you start with the sale agreement. Once a sale has been completed successfully, so for example, in terms of land, and now it's going to start happening with apartments with the sectional title law, you will now get your title deed. But it is offer letter, sale agreement, successful completion of the sale, and then registration of the title. So I hope this information has been helpful. So happy investing. Please, if you've not subscribe, like, follow, and share this with your family and friends so that we can be more educated, more empowered to make better investment decisions as matters regarding real estate. Asanteni sana.